Hello everyone! This is Sid here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually going to be drawing some of my OCs from my fantasy story. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please stay tuned. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So basically, I have a story that I've been writing for a very long time. It's not an actual published story yet. I have not posted it anywhere online or into bookstores or anything like that. But I do plan on doing that in a few years, so yeah, stay tuned. But basically, all of these characters, they just mean so much to me, and their stories resonate so deeply within my heart, so I would love to share them with the world in this form of artwork. So I'll be going over 4 of my OCs and their lore, and these are actually the last 4 OCs from Arc 1. I have 5 story arcs in my story. So after this, I'll be done with Arc 1 and I'll be going on to Arc 2. So if you would like to stay tuned for all of that, then once again, please do so. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The first OC that I drew is Evelyn. And Evelyn is actually such a cute character. I love her so much and I think she's very adorable. But basically, Evelyn is a side character that our main protagonist, Destiny, meets when she goes venturing out into the other half of the world, which is supposed to be like a forbidden place that she's not allowed to go to, but Destiny is kind of like a troublemaker and she wants to have a little bit of an adventure and solve a mystery while she's at it. So she decides to go to this place that's sort of across the barrier, and that's where she meets Evelyn. But Evelyn is just this really nice girl who befriends Destiny and helps her out a lot, and she is a seamstress. So she's really good at making clothes and stuff. This is really important because the place that Evelyn lives is an Arctic tundra. So people need warm clothes in order to survive the harsh cold winters. So basically, when Destiny goes back to her own homeland and they have to stay there for a while fighting the war, Evelyn comes over to help Destiny, and Evelyn helps to make armor for the soldiers and clothes for all of the villagers who lost their clothes and stuff during the battles of the war. So Evelyn is helping out in that sort of way. She loves to be very helpful and she is a very good aid and assistant to the war effort, along with her friend, who is the next character that we're going to be drawing, who is actually named Emory. And Emory is a blacksmith guy. So his thing is rocks and minerals. He just loves all that great stuff, and using his tools and his abilities to burn and smelt metals together into one, he can combine all of these ingredients and make all sorts of great things. So one of his favorite things to make is weapons. He can make swords and spears and axes and all this great stuff out of metals and stuff that he's burned and smelted together, and he's really good at crafting all of this stuff out of rock and mineral. So he and his partner Evelyn work together to create the armor for the soldiers. Evelyn creates the comfortable part that they wear underneath, and then of course Emory creates the hard, tough exterior that they wear on the outside to protect them from the enemy forces and the force of their sword. So yeah, the 2 of them make a really good team, and they actually are a ship. They're very cute together. I love their dynamic. They're very adorable, because once again, Evelyn is the more fun and happy and lighthearted of the 2, and Emory is very serious and stern and stoic, you know? But even if Emory can seem like a grump at times, it's really just because he has everyone's best intentions at heart. He wants what's best for everyone. He's trying to keep everyone safe, and he's really just a protective big brother type figure, which I always love to pieces. I know that Evelyn and Emory look really similar to each other. They both have gray hair and they have green eyes, but they are not related. Otherwise, they would not be a ship. I'm not from Alabama, guys. I'm not like that. I'm not shipping family with family. Rest assured. Also rest assured that neither of them are old. They're both very young. They do have gray hair, but it's more a silver, you know, very pretty. The color of a beautiful bathed in angelic moonlight. you know, like poetic prose, that type of thing. But yeah, those are Evelyn and Emory, and I plan to do a video about the ships in Arc 1 before moving on to Arc 2, because the ships in Arc 1 are like my favorite ever. I love them so much. They all have such cute and adorable dynamics, and they're all so good together. So stay tuned for that if you'd like to. I'll be drawing all 5 of my ships from Arc 1. I believe I have 5 ships. Crostony, which is Crow and Destiny, Lexelius, which is Lexi and Cornelius, Brasper, which is Brianna and Jasper, Emerlyn, which is Emory and Evelyn, and Ashvin, which is Ash and Raven. Which, if you've watched my other video on Ray's OCs, you probably already know about Ash and Raven, but I'll be getting more into Raven in this video, so stick around for that. The next OC that I drew was actually Astreya, and Astreya is the one that I probably know the least about, probably because Astreya wasn't even a character in the first arc until the second arc, where I just like spawned her into existence and then said, oh, this girl can be in the first arc too. So I'm gonna have to like go back and edit her into the story, but basically my story for her own personal backstory and past situation is she is just a normal girl, but she is studying the art of healing. So she is a healer. She uses her plants and stuff to help people feel better and to give them remedies and potions and all that great stuff. She's sort of like a doctor or a nurse. She goes around healing her patients and helping others out. So just like Evelyn, she likes to help out others in need, but where Evelyn makes clothes, she makes medicine. So they're both very similar, but sort of different at the same time. They both have their own roles in their society, and they're both well respected because of it. Where Evelyn is a very like outgoing person, Astreya is sort of like shy and timid. She's very quiet, and she rarely ever speaks unless spoken to, but at the same time, she's always very kind and polite to everyone that she speaks to. She's never mean or rude to anyone, and she always has the best of manners. She loves the color purple, as you can clearly see. She has a violet motif all over her, and she has this nice lavender colored hair, which is like totally natural and totally not me just taking advantage of all the fantasy to make them have extreme colored hair. You'll see that again in the future. We have our purple hair, our silver hair, and in just a few moments we'll have our blue hair. But yeah, it's totally normal, guys. And on top of that, we have our beautiful pink eyes to match our pink azalea flowers. Like, let's freaking go, boys. Are totally normal looking humans that are totally realistic towards our universe. But this is why we write fantasy, guys, so we can have totally normal looking humans. Yep, indeed. I'm trying to think of a better name for Astreya. I've renamed almost all of my OCs, including Evelyn, Emory, and Raven. So yeah, if you think of a better name for Astreya, then please let me know down below, because if you did not already know, since I take Latin and I'm a Latin nerd, Aster means star. So I thought Astreya might be better for someone who's like more connected to the stars, but I don't really know what to name her, since her whole thing is like flowers and medicine, but I already have lots of people who are named after flowers and stuff like that. I just don't really have any ideas for her. So I'd love to hear all of your ideas and suggestions in the comments down below. But this is my last OC, and this OC is Raven, aka Ravennah, but just for the sake of this video, I'll call her Raven, because that's what everyone knows her as by now. She's just Raven. Raven's power is to transform into a raven, so she can turn herself into a nice, beautiful blackbird and soar throughout the skies, which is a really cool power, but she never really gets to use it because this character dies, like, almost immediately. That's not even a spoiler, because for the whole entire first arc, up until the very end, she is, like, literally dead. She is dead, and then at the very end, they revive her using the Goddess's Tears. But, yeah. She is just, like, oofed for the whole entire story. Poor girl ain't got no screen time or anything. She's just gone. But her story is mainly like her backstory, what happens to her before all of this. Basically, she and her brother Crow, aka Chronix, but once again Crow just for the sake of simplicity, They are both really good friends with the villain, who is named Ash, aka Asharian, but once again, just Ash for the sake of the video. Basically, Ash was really nice at first. He was like amazing friends with both of them, but then once Ash realized he was starting to become evil, he pushed them away because he didn't want to hurt them, but he ended up hurting them anyways. He accidentally caused this whole entire situation. He caused some like errors with time travel and stuff, so Ash, Raven, and Crow are all from the past, like multiple thousands of years in the past, but Ash is so troublesome. He causes all of them to go like multiple thousands of years into the future where the story takes place. Ash gets set on revenge and killing people, and he's very, very like toxic and abusive towards his friends. He is absolutely hateful towards Crow and throws him into prison, and he is also very, very bad towards Raven. Raven is his girlfriend. They're both like very, very deeply in love with each other, but he abuses Raven in some really bad ways that I wouldn't like to say out loud, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about. And yeah, poor child. Poor Raven, she's been through so much. But at the end of the arc, she gets revived. She was dead, but then she came back, and now she's just living a peaceful life, far away from Ash and anyone else who could ever hurt her. She's trying to find peace with herself, trying to make a new life, find a fresh new restart, and I hope it all goes well for her. I don't really have that much of a story for her going in the future because her brother Crow is more of an important person. He's the second main character of the story and the dual protagonist. He's actually the main protagonist of the second arc, but I plan to include Raven and lots of other things as a side character and just a supporting character. Because Raven is really like a nice and kind and supportive person. She's always there to encourage Crow and lift him up even when he's feeling down. And she's just an absolutely amazing younger sister. Like, if I had a younger sister, I would want her to be exactly like Raven. Because Raven is just so pure and sweet, even after everything that she's gone through. And it's amazing. I love that for her so much. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that y'all guys enjoyed it, and I hope that y'all liked learning more about my OCs. If you have any questions about them, please leave them in the comments down below, and I would be more than happy to answer them. Because I love being stuck about my OCs. I don't get to do that a lot because most of my friends could literally care less about my OCs, but yeah. Anyways, if you would like to encourage me and support me along my artistic journey, and possibly along my publishing journey in the future, then please click the subscribe button located down below. If you do that, it'll help to boost my YouTube channel into the algorithm so that more people like you can see my videos, which is always such an amazing thing because it does mean so much to me, and it does help me grow so much as a young artist in this community. It also helps you because it'll help you to stay tuned and get notified whenever I post a new video. So every time that I make a new upload, you will get a little ding and you'll be able to see what video I posted, which is always amazing because it helps me out so much. Please stick around and stay tuned for the ships video that I was talking about earlier, where I draw all 5 of the ships from Arc 1, and also stick around for the Arc 2 video. Arc 2 actually has the least characters of all. Well, it has lots of characters, but all the characters are like the same ones as in Arc 1. There's barely any new characters, so I'll draw all the new characters, but there's only about a few that I can draw. So yeah, stick around for that one and all the other ones in the future, because I have over 100 OCs, as I said earlier. This is going to be a very long continuous series. If I keep on doing 4 OCs per video, I should have like at least 25 videos by the time I get done with this. So be prepared, y'all. It's going to be one heck of a ride. But yeah, I hope that you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Always remember that I love you, and goodbye! Eat more waffles!